Good day to everyone. I am EUGENE Abarrا and today I will be reporting about flow rate. But first, let me define to you what is flow rate. As the name suggests, flow rate is the measure of a volume of liquid that moves in a certain amount of time. Also, its current depends on the diameter of the pipe. Moreover, in this topic, you will learn about the flow rate formula, formula's derivation, and solve example. Flow rate. What is the difference that distinct fluid from solid? The answer is that in everyday experience with fluids like water and air, and slid like onion and potatoes, moreover, you may have sensed that a major distinction among these two categories of the matter is in the way they move. Objects like potatoes and onions are solids since they retain their shape when they are thrown. On the other hand, the air does not retain its shape while moving in and out of our lungs. Furthermore, the matter which is not solid is fluid, and their main property is that they can flow. In addition, fluids can move, and when they move, they change shape and volumes. But take note that their mass remains the same even when they are moving. Besides, the motion of the fluid is known as the flow rate. In simple words, the tendency of fluid to move from one place to another is of course its flow rate. Flow rate is the measure of the volume of liquid that moves in a certain amount of time. Moreover, the flow rate depends upon the channel from which the liquid is passing or the area of the pipe and of course the velocity of the liquid. Besides, the formula is fluid flow rate equals to the area of the pipe or channel multiplied by velocity of the liquid. Then we will get the equation Q is equals to A times V. And now, we will go to the derivation of the flow rate formula, where Q refers to the liquid flow rate measured as cubic meter per second or liter per second, and A refers to the area of the pipe or channel in m square, and V refers to the velocity of the liquid in meter per second. So now, pupunta na tayo sa example number 1. Suppose, water is flowing from a circular pipe that has a radius of 0.0800 meter. Furthermore, its velocity is 3.30 meter per second. So the question is, calculate the flow rate of water that flows from the pipe in liters per second. Solution. For finding the flow rate, first, we need to find the area of a circular pipe. Since madali lang sana nating i-derive to gamit yung equation na Q is equals to A times V, which is the area times velocity. Kaso kung napansin nyo sa problem, walang given na area. Kaya hanapin muna natin yung area ng circular pipe, which is pi r square. A is equals to pi r square. All we need to do is to substitute. A is equals to pi multiplied by 0.0800 meter, which is given, yun yung radius na ating circular pipe. So, gagamit na tayo ng ating calculator. Input natin pi times 0.0800 meter square. Huwag niyong kalimutan yung square pala. Square is equals to 0.0201 meter square. So, nakuha na natin yung area, guys. Ngayon, i-derive na natin gamit yung formula na Q is equals to A times V. So, the area of the pipe is 0.201 meter square. Now, we can find the flow rate. So, substitute lang natin. Q is equals to A times V. Yung area natin na 0.0201 meter square multiplied sa given na meron siyang velocity na 3.30 meter per second. Input lang ulit din natin, guys. Huwag niyong kalimutan, Q is equals to A times V. Yung area natin na nakuha, 0.0201 times 3.30. Yun yung velocity niya. At lalabas dyan ay ang 0.06633 cubic meter. Napansin nyo bakit cubic meter? Kasi yun yung unit natin pagdating sa flow rate. Furthermore, meron pa siyang next na question. Calculate the flow rate of water that flows from the pipe in liters per second. So, naka-cubic meter pa lang siya. So, i-convert natin siya. Since ang 1 cubic meter has an equivalent of 1,000 liter per second. Ang gagamitin lang natin this multiplication lang din ulit. 0.06633 multiplied by 1,000 liter. So, lalabas dito yung 66.33. Yun na yung ating final answer. So, the flow rate through a circular pipe is 66.33 liter per second. Huwag nyo kakalimutan na i-input yung kanyang unit. Yun lang guys. Thank you and I hope may naintindihan kayo sa report ko. God bless!
Hi, I am JEMIMA APALLA and I am reporting the mass flow rate. Mass flow rate is the amount of mass that flows through the pipe in a given time period. Concept of mass flow rate. The conservation of mass is telling us that the mass flow rate through a tube must be constant. We can compute the value of mass flow rate from the given flow condition. Mass flow rate is the rate of movement of a massive fluid through the unit area. Obviously, this flow rate depends on the density, velocity of the fluid, and the area of the cross-section. Therefore, it is the movement of mass per unit time. It is measured in the unit of kilogram per seconds. Thus, we can say that the mass of flow rate is the mass of a liquid substance passing per unit time. The mass flow formula. Mass flow rate is equals to density times velocity and times area of the cross-section. In mathematical equation, M is equals to P times V times A, where M is equals to the flow rate, P is equals to the density of the fluid, and V is equals to the velocity of the fluid, and A for the area. For the examples, a fluid is moving through a tube at a speed of 20 meters per second. The tube has a transverse area of 0.3 square meters. The density of the fluid is given as 1.5 grams per cubic meter. Determine the amount of mass flowing through the tube using mass flow rate formula. The solution is the total mass of the fluid flowing through the tube is given by the formula. M is equals to P times V and times A. P is equals to 1.5 gram per cubic meter. A is equals to 0.3 square meter and V is equals to 20 meter per seconds. Thus, M equals P times V times A. M is equals to 1.5 times 20 times 0.3. So, M is equals to 9.0 gram per seconds. So, the mass flow through the tube is equals to 9.0 grams per seconds.
Hello, my name is RIO NARCISO and I'll be reporting the volume flow rate. So, volume flow rate is the term used in physics that describes the flow of some volume of some matter. It means it gives the flow amount in terms of physical dimensions, but not mass moves through space per unit time. This amount is considered as the flow rate. The term volume flow rate almost always applies with liquid and gases, but not for solids. Although solid even can move from some steady rate. What is volume flow rate? Flow is a common phenomenon in physics for liquids and gases. We have heard the term volume flow rate many times. The volume flow rate of a fluid can be defined to be the volume of fluid which is passing through the given cross-sectional area per unit. Here, cross-sectional area means the area through which something is flowing. Because liquids are incompressible, so any portion of liquid flowing through a pipe could change shape, but still, it will maintain the same volume. Even this is true if the pipe changes its diameter, so the volume flow rate for an incompressible fluid at any point along a pipe is the same as the volume flow rate at any point along a pipe. So as volume flow rate measures the amount of volume that passes through an area per time, therefore, equation for the volume flow rate will look like the ratio of volume to time. It turns out that there is a useful alternative for writing the volume flow rate like this. As rate will be high when the pipe becomes narrow, it means that fluids speed up when they reach a narrow section of a pipe and slow down when they reach a wider section. Volume flow rate is represented by the symbol Q, with unit as m cubic meters per second. Therefore, the volume flow rate formula can be written as volume flow rate is equal to variation of volume over variation of time, where Q is the volume flow rate, delta vol is the volume of the fluid that is varying, and the delta T is the variation of time. Here are the example for volume flow rate. Question number 1. A fluid is flowing through a tube which has a transverse area of 0.3 square meters. All the fluid in the tube of 30 cm flows to a container in a period of 5 seconds. Determine the volume flow through the tube using volume flow rate formula. The total volume of the fluid flowing is given by the formula as Q is equal to delta vol over delta T. So the given parameters are delta vol is equal to 0.3 m squared times 0.30 meters, product of flow length with cross-sectional area. So 0.3 m squared times 0.30 meters is equal to 0.09 cubic meters. So 0.09 is equal to 90 liters as 1 cubic meter is equal to 1,000 liters. So 0.09 is 90 liters. And the delta T is equal to 5 seconds. So therefore, applying the formula, volume flow rate is equal to 90 divided by 5 is equal to 18 liters. Therefore, the volume flow rate will be 18 liters per second.